Let me tell you. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball. Just a little late getting started. But guess what? Nevertheless, I'm here. I'm ready. And guess what? Welcome to Wind Down Wednesdays. As you can see, all alone. I'm all by myself. So what are you all going to do? Are you going to help me here a little bit? You're going to tune in tonight? Guess what? I don't have a phone, so you can't call me. But guess what? Hit me up in the comments. Once again, welcome. I'm Sandy, your host for Wind Down Wednesdays. Yes, I'm by myself, but it's a beautiful day. It's so lovely. It's so nice. You can see the sun rays. I love the sun. I love the sun rays. You got to get it in. You have got to get it in. So guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm bringing to you tonight the one and only me. And my topic is tonight. First of all, my first topic is what I want to discuss and talk about is let's do a reality check. So let me remind you people, if you have anything to say, if you would like to say something, put it in your comments, because I'm here to listen, to type, to text. Can you hear me or can you not hear me? Because I can't even hear myself. Maybe I need to turn it up. Give me a minute. Stand by. Can I not hear myself? Oh, maybe I need to turn the volume up. Hey. But anyway, here I am. I'm back again and I'm operating this thing all by myself. All by myself. So tonight's topic, what I would like to talk about is reality. That's number one. When I say reality, I need some help here. I was on the phone discussing this with someone, and we were talking about the fact that I often hear when young men are growing up by themselves and alone, I hear that they need a man to help them grow up. Without them having a father around, it's extremely very difficult for them to grow up to be a man. And it's hard for a mother or a woman to raise a man. So on that note, let's just be real. What about a young woman not having a male figure or a father around or her father around while she's growing up? How difficult is that for a young woman not to have that influence of her father not being around? How will she grow up? Is it hard for her? Because my realness about all of this is I'm one of those products. I'm a product of my father not raising me. But did I have male figures around me? Of course I did, because I have brothers. I have several brothers. But that's different from me being raised by my father or from my father being there. Because I look at it like this. As far as showing my mother love, was he there to do that? Did he do that for me? Hey, no. Because he wasn't there. So growing up as a young woman, being raised by my mother and my father wasn't there, how am I supposed to know how a man is supposed to love a woman? Come on, people, I need some help here. So I often hear a woman cannot raise a man, she cannot raise a boy, and he needs his father in his life. What about the woman? What about the young lady? What about the baby girl when the daddy isn't there? Do you think that's an issue? Do you think that's a problem? And if it is, how can we fix it? Or can it be fixed? I need some help. I need you all to tell me and explain to me what's the difference. I get it. I understand. At least I think I do. But then again, I don't, because I'm a female. I don't think I turned out too bad. without my dad being there, because I did have brothers that were older and that I watched how they treated their girlfriends, their wives. But it's different. You know, that's different. Because one thing that I did not want to do is I didn't want my child growing up not being able to see how her dad treats her mother. Because I wanted her to have something similar or the same thing. Because I want her to be treated well. I wanted her to be treated with respect. And that's what Melvin showed me all this time. Now, we've never argued, fussed, fought. We didn't do any of that. We talk to each other like we're talking now. But did we disagree? Yes. Did we disagree in front of Courtney as when she was growing up? No. But do we do it now? Absolutely. She's grown. She's an adult. But my whole thing is, can a young woman growing up without her dad or without her father being around, can she grow up and be the woman that she needs to be and should be and supposed to be in the relationship that she's in when she hasn't been shown by her father how her father is supposed to treat her mother? I don't know. You all help me. Because at the end of the day, it's all about love. My mother showed me mass love. My sisters and brothers showed me mass love. My grandma and granddad showed me mass love. So love was all in the air when I was growing up. So there was no excuse. But it was very, very difficult knowing that my dad wasn't there to help my mother raise me. I didn't turn out too bad. But I wonder what would have happened had he been there. What kind of woman would I have turned into if he was there? But I believe because of all the love that my mother showed me and my other siblings, I think that had it not been for that, who knows? I probably would have been still barefooted in Samson, Alabama, doing absolutely nothing. But I'm glad that she gave me the opportunity to grow to be a beautiful woman without having that father figure around. Although I think I needed it, I think it was important. I think it should have been important. I do still talk to my dad. He's still alive. He's still around. You know, he's still living in Chicago. Shout out to my siblings in Chicago. But I was also told by someone, just because you're in the house, just because your dad is in the house with you and your mother, doesn't really mean that he's there. Doesn't really mean that he's been that father figure that he should be. But the fact that he's there, regardless of what he's showing you, he's there. You know, he at some point had to show you love at some point. Because he had to show you that he loved your mother. Regardless if you think he was there just being a symbol or just somewhere to lay his head and he would go and come when he got ready. So my question is, again, I get it, I think. I don't know, I'm not a man. And I didn't raise a man. Why is it that people say it's hard for a woman to raise a boy? Why is it hard for a woman to raise a boy? But why is it that a young woman should have to grow up without her dad? Why is it so hard for women to raise boys? But then it's okay for the mother to raise her daughter without the father being there or being in the life, period. I mean, I guess I need to know. Somebody need to help me, because my mother didn't do too bad. I turned out pretty good. But as far as seeing the love that a man should show a woman, I didn't get that opportunity. That didn't happen with me growing up. My mother showed me love in different ways because she loved us all dearly. But actually to see a man love a woman and how it's supposed to happen, I look at my friends who, you know, often talk about the fact that they grew up with their dad and mom and dad in the house and this and that and the other. But sometimes things are not as though it seems. That's what I'm going to say. And I'm not going to be on here long because it is a beautiful day. And it's not that I can't talk for a long time, because I can. But my question is, why is it that women or anybody, men, generation, society says it's so hard for a woman to raise a young man without the father? As though it's not hard for a woman to raise a daughter without a father. I just want to know. I mean, I hear that quite often. And sometimes some people say it's okay. It's no big deal. It is a big deal. It is a big deal. They can do it by themselves. I don't need him. Oh, you need him. I don't care if you got a son or a daughter. You need him. I see it every day. I work around it every day. And I think because that the father isn't there in some of these young women's lives, they have a tendency to act out. That's just my thought process. That's my perception. That's what I see. So I need some help. What's the difference? Why is it that society thinks, or some people thinks, that a woman can't raise a young man or a boy like he's supposed to be raised, but it's okay if that mother raises a daughter without the father? Can somebody, anybody? I didn't think so. But on that note, you all know this weekend is Cinco de Mayos. I don't know what y'all are doing, but I'm sure it's a whole lot of stuff that's going on around in your city, my city. And not only that, it's the Derby weekend. Who's going to the Derby? Who's going to the Derby? I was reading, this is the 144th Derby race. They have been doing this for 100 and some odd years. It's in Louisville, Kentucky. So who's going to the Derby? Who you think is going to win the Derby? And tickets can go from $70 to $80. That's the general admission. You won't have a seat. To $15,000 for a race that's going to last, what, 2 minutes? They run around and for 2 minutes? Are you kidding me? $15,000? Shoot, I don't even want to pay $70 or $80 just to go in if I ain't got a seat. Because I'll be wanting to sit down. If I'm going to pay that much money, I want to sit down. But it's the Derby. It's the Derby. So who's going? It's always been huge. It's been real big here in Cincinnati. And I don't know how big it is anywhere else. But other than Kentucky, it is huge. People do things just because it's Derby weekend. Not only that, what are you wearing if you go to the Derby? What should you wear? What are you supposed to wear if you go to the Derby? Women wear dresses with all these nice little flowers, you know, the little skirts, the short dresses, some pantsuits with flowers. I mean, just beautiful. Just go and spend buku money on an outfit. The shoes are phenomenal. You know, it's a dressy affair. Men come in with the nice suits, bow ties, different color suits, pinstripes, white suits, but they all have on ties. Some of them have on some outlandish suits, some crazy shoes. But let's go ahead on and talk about it. The hats. The hats is what really stand out. I mean, I don't know what kind of hat you wear, or you would wear, or you think you might wear, but it's the Derby. The crazier the hat, oh my God, it is unbelievable. So we're going to a Derby event this weekend, And I really don't know what I'm going to wear. Matter of fact, I don't even know what kind of hat I'm going to wear. My mother was a hat person. She was an avid hat person. That's all she wore to church, you know, Church of God in Christ. Shout out to Church of God in Christ. Power to Church of God in Christ. That's all they wore. Was all them nice, big, beautiful hats. I mean, them huge, big, beautiful hats. So, what am I going to wear? Don't know. What kind of hat am I going to wear? Don't know. So my whole thing is this. I got a couple of hats, but they probably aren't the hats to be wearing to the Derby. Not for me. Because my style is kind of, I don't know, crazy. Whatever you want to call it. But I will say this. What you think about this? That Derby hat? Should I wear that to the Derby? Should I put on some red and wear this hat to the Derby? Tell me what you think. Not saying that I will. So I got a couple of hats. Should I wear this hat to the Derby? That look like a Derby hat? It ain't too bad for a Derby hat, huh? Let's try something now. This hat might not fit, but let's try it. This might be a Derby hat. What you think? This is a Derby hat? Should I bring it down like this? What you think? Think I can wear that to the party? Think it'll work? So if I get something, what am I going to wear with it? Should I roll it back up? Wear it like this? You know, how should I wear it? I think that might be a Derby hat, people. That might be a little Derby hat. Should I put a little feather in it somewhere? Yeah, let's see something. Let's try another one. This one might not work either. It might be too big. It might be too little. Is this a Derby hat? This a Derby hat? What y'all think? I'm just trying on some hats. I need to know what y'all think about the Derby. You know, is this, should I wear this? This is a Derby hat. I just need to know what I'm going to wear to the party. That's all. I need y'all help to help me. What am I going to wear? What am I going to wear to the party? What kind of hat am I going to wear? Because if I get my hat, if I get the hat, the outfit easy. It's Derby weekend, people. It is Derby weekend. What are you wearing? Are you even going? It's Wind Down Wednesdays. And we're talking about the Derby. So what are you wearing? So what you think? I need to know which hats that I'm wearing. Because it is Derby weekend. And around in Cincinnati, they do it big. Around in Kentucky, they do it big. So, what you think? Derby hat? Or no Derby hat? I know I can't wear this hat. You know why I can't wear this? This is a winter hat right here. This used to be one of my mama's hats that she wore to church in the wintertime. So, what are you wearing to the Derby? What kind of hat are you putting on for the Derby? I think this is cute between that and the other one, but I can't wear this hat. This is just a winter hat. So what are you wearing to the Derby? Are you going to the Derby? Help me out. Send me some messages. I have no idea what I'm wearing. But I am not paying tickets to stand at the Derby event for a 2-minute race. Okay? So, my neighbor. Look at my neighbor. She said, what am I doing? Neighborhood watch. But anyway, my good people, I thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Just please help me out and understand. Somebody please explain to me what's the difference with the mother raising a son without a dad and the mother raising a daughter without a dad. I just need to know. If you got an answer for me, hit me up. Hit me in the comments. I'm not going to be on here talking to you for an hour. I started late because I was talking to my neighbors. So, what's the difference? Is there a difference? Can a mother raise a son without the dad being around? Can a mother raise a daughter without the dad being around? What is the difference? Because I think in the generations that's around now, this new millennium, I think the problem was with a lot of them is that their fathers weren't there and weren't around to help them mature and become the young ladies that they should be, because they could see how their father treat their mother if the dad was around. It makes a difference. I believe it makes a difference. Just my personal opinion. So on that note, I want to thank you all for watching. This is, when I say beautiful, if you all wonder why I keep looking over there, because it is gorgeous out here. I think summer is on the way. Spring has finally sprung in the city of Cincinnati. So next week we got a special guest. So tune in. You want to tune in and watch, because it is extremely important. She's a very phenomenal young lady, and she has a something to say about her journey, where she came from, where she is, and where she's going. So tune in next week and watch us every week at 7 o'clock right here on Tuck Radio. Not to mention, we got relationship hours on Monday, every Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then you got Wind Down Wednesdays on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we got the Coach Pounce. We got Coach Pounce. We got Pounce Talk Live on Thursdays. And let me tell y'all something. If you have not watched this man, you probably want to watch him, because he's a bad boy. He's a bad boy. Pounce Talk Live every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Tuck Radio is trying to do it. Summertime is coming, and if you don't have your tickets to go to the I've Changed play, you better get them, because time is running out. Mother's Day weekend, May the 11th, right here in Cincinnati. May 12th, they're going to Cleveland. And May the 13th, I think they're going to be in either Lima or Lorain, Ohio. So it ain't no excuse. You got 3 places you can go see that I've Changed place. The one thing that the person I want to see is Leandra Johnson, because y'all know that girl can sing. She also has a story to tell. Guess what? They'll be in the studio. They'll be talking to us about what's going on with the I've Changed play. Check out Rojo. Check her out. You can look her up on the internet. Hit her up. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. She got you tickets. If you need tickets to the I've Changed play, you better hit her up, because tickets are running out. She only have a handful left, and I promise you, you don't want to miss that play. You do not want to miss that play. So check it out, watch it, look at it, and thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, Relationship Hour on Monday, Wind Down Wednesdays on Wednesdays, and Pounce Talk Live on Thursdays. Who knows what else we're going to have for you, because we're going to keep moving and moving and moving till we can't move no more. So we appreciate you all for tuning in. We thank you for watching us. So we love you here. And whatever you do, tell somebody you love them. And we're out of here. No, you don't see no we. You don't see we. I'm out of here. Later, y'all.